What's a couple of seconds between friends, eh? So for everybody who doesn't know, I've been lucky enough to be welcomed by the RoboCo crew. So it's Filament Games, I think it is, who make the game. And they have welcomed me a little bit of an alpha to RoboCo campaign. As you can see, we've been playing through, got a couple of videos up going through these campaign missions that we have access to. Just for anybody out there who's wondering, not everybody gets the same missions. Some people have got slightly different missions, and it's quite clever by the game. What that means is they can let the community give them feedback without spoiling the entire game for everybody. So there's a lot of people out there who have access to some of the campaign missions, but no one single person who's been given the access has all of the missions. It's interesting. But as you can see here, anyway, you get these 4 yellow diamonds. These are the main mission objectives and sort of like side mission objectives. So that's what we've worked on so far. As you can see, we've got them all. And then we've got these little squares that are currently blanked out and empty. So these little squares are what we're going to be working on today. And they are kind of hidden missions. Or hidden little challenges. Depends on how you want to look at it, really. So what happens is you click on the mission that you want. And you will see somehow, I have to go into free cam to show you, but dotted around various different places, we're going to be having little cards that give us extra little bits of something. Now, if I could just remember where the camera's at. There we go. Free look. There we go. No, give me free look. There we go. So the little card things that I'm about, straight away. Let's close this. You see here on the bar, we have one of these here. Deliver a sandwich to all the customers. So basically, pretty easy. We've got to deliver a sandwich to all of these guys that are currently sat around here. That is one mission. Whoop. Now I'm aware that there was 2 potentially here. I don't actually know where the other one is. You have to look around for it. So it's not behind the bar. No. Not around here. No. We'll have a little look around the scenery. Ooh. How's it going, Sparrow? How you going, my guy? Thanks for dropping in. Okay. Bring a piece of cake to the customer. But which customer? And where's the cake? That's an interesting one. Ah, cake's on the stand. So we've got to get that and take it to the customer. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's not this customer that we have to do or what, but this little robot is what we made to get us through. So we will try and use this little robot, if I can remember the controls, to deliver a sandwich straight away to all of the other customers. It's pretty easy with this. Lovely little build. But we've got to not hit the table. Mind you, it doesn't matter if we do hit the table because, like I say, we have already done these missions. And this should be high. No. Well, we hit the table anyway. It's no bother. There we go. Helps if you can work out your controls. Makes it very easy. Right, so that's the main mission. That's what you got to do. That's not too much of a problem. But we also now want to deliver a sandwich to every customer. Excuse me, my friend. And we do only have... Ooh, it's fallen over. We do only have, up at the top, 8 sandwiches to get. There is only 6 people left, so that's not too bad. We'll start at the back and work our way forwards. Hopefully that's given him one. He doesn't look overly happy, but it is what it is. This guy's in the way a lot. We've run his clipboard over. Taser. Pretty neat little thing. I'm just thinking, while I'm doing this, I'm trying to wonder how we're going to get something that can grab the cake. Oh, that's just pushed him off his chair. Excuse me, fellas. They look pretty happy, I think, if that's happiness in their face. How close do we have to get it? Can we just kind of push it here, maybe, do you think? Give it a nudge forwards. Oh, no. Can't work out if they're happy or not that they're getting their sandwiches anyway. Sparrow, how's your day going, my friend? You doing well? Good weekend? This guy's not even sat at the table. Probably because I pushed him around a bit, but it's the only guy clapping us. Bling! I'm just going to assume... Ah, that was close. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that when it says deliver the sandwich to the customer, it means the customer in the table that we're supposed to take it to. Ooh, this one's close. So, with that respect, right. Aha! Okay, cool. I'm stuck. But, of course, we have done that. Back to edit. Right, so this is where the fun starts. Obviously, we've got to try and pick up some cake off of the stand over there. We've unlocked a chef's hat. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, so we've got to get a cake off of the stand over there and probably take it to our boy over there. Now, what I like about this game, a little bit different to such like scrap mechanic and things like that, is everything's got a different way to control stuff. So I like to start with a weighted block, and obviously it just comes out as one block. You can click this little connection, and then you can shape your robots as you see fit using these little things, which I think is lovely. We'll make it a bit higher so it's nice and weighty. Then you can do... So I've just had a thought, actually. There is one thing that I wish you could do that I'm not aware that you can do. Start again. I like to have a little bit of a sort of an inset, if you like, for the engines that I'm going to be putting on this. So go here, and then we're going to put DC motor down, and this is what is going to run our wheels. So we want to connect these this way. Now, we can literally copy and paste using normal hotkeys for copy and paste, which is wonderful. And that'll connect there. And then likewise, we can do same again and paste. And we can rotate that. Yeet. And then we'll copy and paste it there. So now all of those should have forwards to be the same direction, if I think. No. So them two need to be backwards, these two need to be forwards. And then we need a rod. Shift click lets us place more than one. Lovely jubbly. Get our wheels. Now, wheels we're sport for choice on, so I'm going to use some of these nice little small ones. It's stressing out because obviously the wheel is lower than the bot, but that's not a problem. Because then we can just select the whole thing and lift it up, and now it is above ground. Jolly good. Get our block. Just fill this gap in here. Do the same this side. And fill the gap in here. Oh man, it sounds like you're on for a tough drive. Best of luck with the keeping off the smoking thing. Fair play. Now, I know what you're saying about keeping away from the pub as well. Like, I got my first invite out with a couple of friends yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give it a miss for now. Just going to give it a miss. We've got to grab this cake off of this. I don't actually know how tall it is. And one thing I do notice is I tend to build my stuff really, really small. I'm just going to... I actually need to set up some controls for this. That one needs to spin that way. That one needs to spin that way. Right, so now if we go into controls, you go forwards. So they should all spin forwards. And backwards, again, spin reverse. All right. So now we want to go to the left. So we want to bring these two forwards, but then these two backwards, and then reverse that for this. So they want to go forwards, and these want to go backwards. And fingers crossed, yeah, we go forwards, backwards. Now, I know we're a little bit strange looking with our great big speary stick, but I just want to make sure that we can get high enough to the cake, and we can. Interesting that it's a curved edge and we're hitting something, but I don't know what we're hitting. But okay, not a problem. Just extend this up a little bit more. And we'll go in for our magical lifting bit, which I can't remember where it is. This guy. I can never remember which way around it goes. It's the white bit that we need on the actual rod itself. Okay. I've been thinking about that a lot, you know. It would be so nice if Scrap Mechanic had this kind of building thing. It makes it... It is good. There are pros and cons, I'll be honest. There are pros and cons to it. This is still... It is still in an alpha, which... For what it is, you know, that's fine. But it's stuff like this. Okay, so what happens here? I'll try and talk you through this. I have just deleted something. I have no idea what it was. My wheel. No? No idea. So this, for example, what I'm telling it to do here, right? So this is a lift piece. It moves up and down on the white. But what I need to do is put a rod into here and connect it to a motor. When the motor spins that rod, it basically moves this up and down. However, because the motor is free floating almost, there's no solid connection, I need to connect this motor onto this lift piece, else the motor just spins. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'll just set up this motor, if I can get it. Oop. And this is something that I like as well. So if you don't know the name of your motor, if you're like, oh no, I just threw all these motors down, I don't know which one it is on my lift, I can literally click the actual physical motor itself and it highlights it, which is cool. So we'll get that to spin forwards and then we'll get it to spin reverse. I'm not too sure which direction is which, but you see there the motor kind of just falls down. So it won't actually climb up because the motor just spins around in a circle. So that's where you've got to come in, just chuck a little bit of a block on here. Boop. And then hopefully, there you go, the motor stops spinning around a big circle and it does the up and down motion that you want to do. Really pretty fun. So it's little things like that that are pretty neat, as well as something that is absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion anyway. I'm a little bit bonkers when it comes to that, is you can do stuff like this. I hope this will work. So if I put this... Oh, it won't go through the motor? It might. And then if I come into the connections, what I can do is say... It won't do it. Long story short, what I'm trying to show you is you can make sliders. Oh, I know what I can do. For example, if I bring this block out and then put this rod here, so you see that it passes through that block there, and it's going, oh no, this lift can't move up and down. You can go into connections here And currently this connection is a fixed connection. So we can do a rotate joint or we can do a slide joint. Now what happens if I go into this menu is I can wind the lift up, but because we've asked this to slide, you can slide up and down this rod without it getting in trouble. I think just that mechanic alone is, I don't know, call me simple, but I like that. I think that's such a cool little nifty trick. It works kind of cool, in my opinion. Kind of cool. Then what we're going to be doing once we're up here is we're going to get a piston and we're going to try and mount the piston sideways. Don't know if it'll actually let me. I can't remember. Yeah, it will. And then we can go and actually let's delete that one. Move that one out the way. Then we'll make the piston bigger. Boop, boop. Move it a little bit further forwards, actually. We'll go there, why not? And then we'll get our grabber. And this is how we're going to get cake, okay? Controls. So, add a control. Add new control. Piston, I want to move. Gonna toggle it. Toggle out, toggle in. Now let's just move it out. And we'll put that onto number 1. Piston move in. Put that onto number 2. And then the squishy, we can toggle the squishy claw to be on number 3, okay? So then we've got Q and E. Q goes up, E goes down. 1 goes out, 2 goes in, and 3 opens, and 3 closes. So we can go give this cake a nice little cuddle. Yeah, weird little height tally rod thing. I don't know if we'll get over this inanimate bump that's in front of us. Maybe, okay. Now we just got to try and line this up. It's really interesting. I think because everything is sort of shaped in squares, when we go to that rounded edge, that curved edge on the bar kind of thing, we hit this weird, yeah, there we go. Hit this weird little bump that stops us doing it. Well, it reckons that we've got it. Oh, we do. Amazing. I'm going to lose this cake so badly. No. Okay. Drop the plate. Let's go for a cupcake, maybe. Cupcake might be a better option. Might not as well. Looking at how far the pincer can move. We can't reach a cupcake. Oh, that's a load of poop. All right. So we're a little bit wobbly. A little bit too wobbly. So we'll move this. Move this back a bit, and we'll also make it a little bit wider. Fantastic. We'll grab those. Of course, it doesn't take the rod that we really need with us. How's it going, Smashy? I thought I'd better do a live stream. It's been a while. I've been thinking about doing one for too long, and I thought, you know what, let's just get on it today. I know it's not Scrap Mechanic, but Scrap Mechanic at the minute, I'm a bit... Nah, you got it. It is a lot simpler. Main assembly for me, I have tried, and I just get lost in all the confusion of it all. This is a an idiot's way of playing main assembly Scrap Mechanic. Yeah. Ooh. Why you no go long? What have I missed? I've missed something. Well, that wasn't good. So that's in the right place. Can come back one more. Forwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. There. I don't know what that block was for. Oh, I do know what that block was for. Oops. DC mode to go up. DC mode to go up. How's your weekend going, Smashy? Anyway, you doing good? You know what? We don't need those front and back bits, let's be honest. $5,000 subs. Nice. You must be making some good creations then, my G. Right, and this needs to be longer, doesn't it? That's what we were saying. If we just extend this piston this way, then all controls should work still. Oh, space button we don't need. Yes, okay. A little bit stabler now that we're a bit more... Yeah, it's going to spit out a sandwich. We don't need that. Should have really increased the speed of the motors as well, which you can do. I do like the simplicity. Yeah. I mean, they wanted one cake. I guess if we take the entire stand, that could work, right? Wrong button. Down. Back. Down. Wonder if it will let me take the entire cake stand. I mean, it's hopefully... You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence. I was going to say it's hopefully a good way to make sure that we get a cake to him, but we've literally dropped every single cake but 2 pieces off. I'm not entirely sure we're going to get there. Very physicsy. Yes. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, wow. It will let us take the entire cake stand. Amazing. Amazing. But it's what I like about this game. It's very... There's a lot of stuff. Even though this is just an alpha build right now, there's a lot of stuff. Stop throwing sandwiches. Why is everybody unhappy? What happened? Well, the missions thing just went buzz, but I don't understand why. Free sandwich! Do, 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 do. Yeah, Smashy, that's just how it goes, right? Because nobody knows how much a sheet actually means to everybody else. So it's easier just to take the entire lot. Okay, so I damaged property. Don't know what property I damaged, but we damaged property. But we don't mind. We've done that mission anyway, and that should be everything that we've done in it now. Completed. There we go. 2 extra stars. All right. Rock and roller cola. Right, wood chips. Now, I see Scrapman has done this. And he got stuck on one of the missions where you have to make fire, which seems very interesting. I have no idea how to go about doing it. So we'll have to have a look-see, see what happens. Now, there are a lot. I didn't actually see how many. I think there are like four extra missions. I really can't remember. Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. Right, so have a look around for any sort of missions. There's one. I can't turn the camera. Interesting. Bring a flower to the beehive. Flower to the beehive. Okay. And there's one over here, isn't there? We've got to do something with these cones. There we go. Clear the traffic cones. Well, he looks very unhappy. Disgruntled employee. Flower to the hive. Cones out the way. Anything over here? Yes, on here. Take a picture of the human home with the clipboard. Yeah, we just got to take the camera to him, haven't we, if I remember? Make s'mores for the camper. That could be interesting. Start the campfire. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it is that one. Okay, never mind. There's a stick. I've gone too far to the right. I can no longer turn right. Right. So there's a stick there. I'm wondering if there's not a way to basically rub two sticks together. Because what have we got here? We've got marshmallows, crackers, or biscuits, or whatever they are, chocolate, camera. What have these guys got? You got anything? He's got stuff. He's got a banjo. I really don't know how we're going to make fire because that lantern doesn't look like it's lit either. So I'm thinking we're going to have to do something with the stick, and I don't know what. But I feel that's going to be the toughest task. So we might leave that one to last. So let's go bee to the beehive, or plant to the beehive even. Which, pretty cool. You know, let's start again. So we've got to go plant to the beehive. And the beehive's kind of tall. So what we can do, always start with a weighted base, personally, just to keep our weight nice and low. Helps if we click the right button, that one. There we go. Maybe, I don't know. Scrapman was trying to use it and nothing comes out. I don't know whether there is any sort of liquid physics or if it's just, you know, it is what it is. Ooh, what did we get? A bouncy antenna. Nice. So we'll see. So, got to take a flower to the beehive. Flower to the beehive. We've got all of these little things as well. So these are motorized hinges. That's what that said. Oh, it's just left-hand controls. Never mind. Seeing things. That hinge will move. That hinge. I want to have a look at these things. I'm not entirely sure how or what these do. So we'll just still trial and error just to see what's what. Controls. Not really bothered about it. Go forwards. Spin forwards. Spin reverse. Okay, cool. So spin forwards. Spin reverse. Okay, so that literally gives us pretty good range of movement. It doesn't go any further than that, so that stays at the horizontal. Okay. And I'm guessing that's probably going to be the same thing, but the other way, right? Ooh. It's not even set up. Let's set it up. Ah, that endlessly spins all the way around. I'm not sure how the springs work, if I'm being honest. I tried to use them as suspension once. It's like a ball joint look, so I really don't get how it works. So if I try and just plunk one underneath, they're a set size. You can't make them any bigger or smaller, but it doesn't even compress or anything. It just is. Not entirely sure how I can test the bounce factor of it. Bubble joint. Anyway. So, anyway, flowers. We're looking at flowers. We want to be able to pick flowers up. And then we want to be able to lift them high. So I feel a hinge like that might be okay. So if we go a hinge like that, but then we put it on... I'm going to overcomplicate it here. We need a piston and a high reach, I guess. To go for a big piston, let's make this one kind of chunky. Make it thick. Big piston. For no other reason than we can. Big piston, kind of thick. I put that piston in a very awful position, haven't I? Okay, so here's a prime example. Right. This is our connections. This is our joints. As you can see here, these motors cannot move this hinge because this connection point here is stuck the piston to the base. What you can do is literally delete. I've deleted that joint. So now you'll see that these things are no longer flashing red, which means that they will be able to move. Don't know why that's extended straight away. But you can see that the motors for the hinge can now move. Whereas before, when I put it in, that hinge was there and you can't move it up and down. Well, Smashy. This game actually it's been backed by science universities, but they're not saying who, but they are saying that they do have official, proper science people backing, which is kind of cool, really. I'll whack the torque. Holy. Okay. It needs to be that much. I'm going to whack the torque up to 200. I'm not bothered about it being super fast. So I'll probably put that down to 15, but it makes it super strong. We come this way a little bit. Is that going to... Aha. That could work. Cool. Don't know why the piston has decided to extend itself straight the way. Because it was toggled to start on. Different. You can't get split joints in trail makers. That's a shame. Right, so then we need to delete all this out of here. I can't delete all this out of here. Can do that though, right? No idea. Forwards, backwards, add a new control for the piston. Large piston move out. Stick it on number 1. Large piston move in. Stick it on number 2. I suppose we better build some wheels. And we're going to go for a claw again. Not too sure if we might actually need a hinge on this. It depends on how well the bees take to the flower, I guess. We'll take some wheels that are already made just for speed and ease. Although, yeah, they will touch the floor. We're good. Shift click places it all down. Jolly good. Get rid of that. Highlight them both. And lift. And up we go. Oh, that sounds a bit poopy. Always nice to be able to get a little bit of wiggle room in there, right? Okay, so now go forwards. That's working well. Go backwards. That's working well. Go left. Go right. Cool. So, better bounce. Right, now we need a flower. And before we do that, we need to set up the claw. I wonder, is there any? Oh, there is a force. So we can be really delicate on the old pincer. Like, let's put it at like 50. That seems to be good. Maybe. I don't actually know what seems to be good and what doesn't, let's be honest. How's it going, someone? No worries, Smashy, we'll still be here. So we'll cruise out. Try and grab the flower without ripping it up. Come on, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. And then I think if we took upwards, yeah, okay. Now we can take this to the beehive. And we're probably too short. Mr. B, got a present for you. A little bit too short. Come on. Really? Oh. Ooh. Hey, I don't see how that's at the beehive, but it'll do. Right, now we've got to clear the road cones. I'll try and build a different bot for every one of these, just so that we can try a few things out. So we want to move the road cones that are around the side of the tractor. Let's have a look, see what we unlocked first. So a little bit of cosmetics. A wizard hat. Oh, it's a witch hat. Same difference. You're a wizard, Harry. Well, I'm thinking if we go, again, heavy base. Heavy base. A big chunk of a base. Big old block base. Make it a little bit lower than that. Let's make it 2, but I'm going to put the second one underneath because we're going to do this whole motor thing. Under here, swing that up there. And then copy and paste because beautiful game lets you do that. And then I wonder if we could, if I select this and this, copy and paste, we can, and then we move them both this way. And then go into the rotation. Whoop. Mad. That needs to be flip reversed, which is fine. Flip that one. Flip that one. Ba-ba-da-boo-bee. What big wheels have we got? My, what big wheels you have. 5. That's the biggest wheel that we've got. That's pretty chunky. Get our power rod. Super quick, smashy, GG. Go for these big old wheels. Big wheels, keep on. Why won't that go on there? Because the rods are too small, of course. Oh, it doesn't let you do that. Bring it out to 5. See what it connects to. 5. Doesn't need to be that big. Only needs to be 4. Ooh. La 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 la. He tick though, yo. Bit tall. Right, now I want to kind of do a little bit of a scoop or a bucket. Kind of go down that sort of road with this one. So we got like a sort of like a digger, I think. Should actually go see where we've got to move them to. then forwards, go reverse, same again, in reverse, to the left, to the left. These guys want to go backwards. These guys want to spin forwards, and vice versa, reverse and forwards. We'll just go yeet across. And you try to make something big and it ends up really not. That's me. So these are the cones that we're a little bit smaller than. We just need to shove these out of the way. Easy enough. Cool, right. So first things first. Make it a little bit wider. That should be enough. We're here. Boom, 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 boom. Right, let's have a look, see what hinges we've got. I already can't remember how these things work. Hinges. That's massive. Into the smaller stuff. Hinges, okay. Now these hinges, oh my days, they have caused me so many problems in the past. Because they have a right way up and a wrong way up. And a way that they can connect to stuff. Now I don't know if me doing this is what I want to do or not. I want to get that kind of wheels from them to be fatter. From what? Wheels on top of wheels? You cannot do. Wheels... Hang on, let me get... If I can get the rod. If I get that rod. Bring it out some more. So I can't stick them directly next to each other, but I can stick them there, Smashy. I don't know if that's anything like you were trying to ask at all. Or probably not, but yes. Then with these motors, oh, this is where the fun starts. So these motors are tricky. Because I don't want that to be on there, actually. But I want it to be... Huh. This is where my brain goes kaflump, because these two need to be connected. The only way to connect it is to run a block there. But I don't know how much of a problem that's going to cause me. Likewise, this can come down one. Or we'll just copy paste one anyway. Fair play. And then that goes in there, right? So that's telling me that that cannot turn. But why not? Why can you not turn? Because you're connected there. That doesn't want to be connected there. And this is where the problem turns up. The only way that I've managed to solve this before was I had to turn this hinge around. So it's that way and then that way. Then if I go back into creation, now you see it's not going to do it. It is going to do it. So there's things like that where the hinge has a right way and a wrong way up, and it does get really sort of frustrating when you're trying to work it out. Because I spent literally too long, probably 40 minutes, on one of my builds in my videos trying to work out why the hinge wouldn't work, and it's literally because there is a right way and a wrong way round. Sort of frustrating. But it is what it is. Ooh. Ooh, what have we got in here? We don't have anything there yet. Want this motor, please. This motor, please. Action 1, spin forwards. Action 2, spin reverse. Action 3, spin forwards. Action 4, spin reverse. And what does that even mean? Oh, that's sort of... not what we wanted to do, but at the same time, it was what we wanted to do. I'll move this over here so that hopefully it won't crunch onto it, though. Get the rod. Rod's in here. Check the connections. Right, we do not want you to be connected to that. We are everywhere with these. That does not want to be connected. But you guys need to be connected across there. Back into the connections. Back into the controls. Back into the keyboard. Oh, mad. It still keeps it. Nice. I can't get that second hinge to come back around now. There we go. We might be able to change that for a server so it only goes so far around, which I think might be a smarter choice. One of these bad boys. Servos. This will then only go so far. We have to go into the options for it. So if we come just under 90, 100-ish. And then we don't want it to go anywhere, we want it to stay straight up. That should be there. Then forwards, spin, reverse. So now, if we do something, it doesn't want to do it. Forward, spin, reverse. Okay, what's our connections like? That needs a connection there. Okay. It does have a rod in there, doesn't it? Did I put a rod in there? Did I put a rod in there? Yeah, it's got a rod in it. Okay. None of that's connected. I bet it's spinning the wrong way. Nope. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. No idea what the problem is. Suppose we've got to give it. That'd be what the problem is. Doi. And that was to be 0. That makes sense. There's a nice little visual there. There we go. Yeah, cool, whatever. Right, now we want to try and make a bucket for a digger. So these rods are pretty useful, as I was trying to show Sparrow before. There's a lot that these rods can do depending on the connection that you give it. And I'm trying to think of an example that I can show you. Okay, cool. So bear with me. This will be a little bit of a build, but you'll see what I mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the same thing each side of this. And I'll be able to show you the 2 different rods. I only pasted 1. That's rubbish. So what you can do is set up a few different things with these rods based on the joint that you give it. So for example, I will have 2 rods, one this side, and this will, they'll both do pretty much the same thing, so they'll both be connected to these blocks at either end. Same with this guy. On one side I'm going to put a lift, and on the other side I'm going to put a solid block. because I think it's the easiest way to show you the greatness of these things. Now we need the white end. That end. There we go. So if I put this here, and number one, this is a rod that goes through here. On this rod, I'm going to put a motor. This motor will spin this rod, but we have to connect this motor to this block, else it just spins freely. I will show you what I mean by that. Oh, here we go. I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you don't have anything connected up, I can't add any more to the keyboard. Cool. So we're going to ask this DC motor, and we're going to toggle it, if you like. Hopefully that'll work. So this is just as is. So you see how it's just spinning? The motor's spinning. It's not actually doing an awful lot. There we go. So what's supposed to happen here is this white block slides up here. This is an elevator piece. It slides up the rods. But obviously without the motor being connected to anything at all, the motor just spins like a madman. So if we connect the motor up, you'll see what it's supposed to do. Amazingly, we've got the motor to spin the wrong way, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. So we'll set up a new control here so that we can see what we're doing. I'll put it on 5 and 6 just to help me out. Okay, so 5 makes it come backwards, 6 makes it go forwards. Makes a lot of sense, real easy, nice, and yep, everything else. Now what happens if we go over here then, Smashy, and we take this block and we go all the way over here? Again, we're going to have to disconnect that joint, which it is. Now here, this is a fixed joint. So obviously now, if you look over here, it says, okay, so the motor can't turn this, so that means that this can't slide. Because this is fixed. Long story short, it's solid. It's like a, I don't know, it's a rod through a block. It's a fixed joint. What we can do is go into the joint, and we ask it to be a rotation joint. That's great. Doesn't really help me right now. But I can ask it also to be a sliding joint. So now if I go in here, this entire platform can slide on it. So for every joint you have, it doesn't matter what block that should be connected. Why isn't that connected? But it doesn't matter how you've got it all set up. For every single joint, even these joints here, look, the block to blocks. It can be a rotating joint. It can be a fixed joint. There's more than one option. It does make things pretty handy. There we go. But yeah, having sliding joints is something that actually is kind of cool, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty, say, unique. I don't really play an awful lot of games like this, even though I like these kind of games. A pretty unique-ish sort of thing that they have in. Yeah, they're more guide rails. That makes a lot of sense. Like, if you build big stuff, you can get a little bit flimsy and a little bit flexible, and you need that little bit of help. You can put a guide rail down there, and unlike other games where it'll probably have a friction and cause lag or anything like that, you can just get away with it. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. All right. As well as, oh look, what the heck is happening here? So curved piece, right? Curved piece. Go into the size mod. We can scale everything up. Doesn't matter if it's got a curve on it, if it's a straight bit. Everything's got an ability to be slightly shaped. I think that's pretty cool. Now, I did read in the dev blogs for Scrap Mechanic that they were sort of talking about something like that. But yeah, obviously Scrap Mechanic hasn't implemented it just yet. Go 120 over here. And also, that RPM is kind of quick. Let's turn it down to 10 so that we're not... Here we go. That motor needs chilling out as well. Which one is it, that one? 200! Let's put that down to 10 as well. Other games. You know, other games. What's happening? I have no idea what that's all about. There we go. Okay, so 10 on the motor is a bit slow. Woo! You can get really funky if you've got enough controls and buttons and memory in your internal own headspace to work out what the chuff you're doing. You can have quite a little bit of fun with this. And like I say, I won't lie, main assembly, I have looked at it, but I've got overloaded with all the details and the controls and stuff for it. But this, when it works, hey, it's pretty cool, you know, when it works. I don't know what is going on with this. I really don't. But put that out that way, come up here. A little bit of a wall. Then we go for a little drive. Da, 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 da. And we get over here and we go, okay, cool, the cones are in the way. What can we do with the cones? Well, once we get ourselves in position, and once I learn all my buttons and controls and stuff, we can sort of have this weird little whoop, and then get underneath the cones and just give them a shove. I know it's a little bit over-engineered just for something that could just literally be a slope on a rope, but just in case we needed to get underneath those cones to kind of flip them over, we can get underneath the edge of the cone if it's a possibility, which it doesn't look like it is, and then just, yeah, shove it around and push it around. No drama, Smashy. Go enjoy your little social life and stuff, man. Go play with friends. Woohoo, mission completed. Right, now we've got to get the camera. The camera is, I'm stuck in the build menu. What did we unlock here? Cosmetics. Got a policeman's hat. Right. Got some robbers. Right, the camera's over there, so again, we just need an arm for that. Your build is limited by the box. So you see the box space? I don't honestly know in terms of build height or anything out what the dimensions are for this thing. But yeah. I don't really know what's going on here. Is everything all right on stream? I just had a message through on YouTube. YouTube's telling me that my audio is 0, which is a little bit confusing. So I'm intrigued by that. Also, you got all these little blocks here. There's all got colours. You've got a mass and a weight and whatnot as well. Little hats, little bits of fun. Just to have some fun with. But right now, we are in cosmetics. We do not want to be in cosmetics. There is a creative mode. There is a creative mode. You're just in a big warehouse where you can just do stuff. I tell you what. No, even in creative mode, you still have the limitations of the big green box. Thinking about it, there's about 4 different areas that you can build from, but you are limited still to your area. So I know what you're saying. I hear you. But at the minute, I guess because they're still sort of early access. Well, they're not even early access. They're still in alpha. They're just trying to get the game out there and get the right feels on it. Like I say, it is backed properly by science, and they're looking at the robotic side of stuff. So I don't know what kind of direction they would take in the future, but it is an interesting one. One thing I will say, and I don't know, you guys have probably noticed it, to be fair, because it does get awfully quiet, is when you get halfway through the last 2 modes on the what am I trying to say? The last 2 gameplay mission objective things, words that they've let us have as sort of access to show off the game. There's no music. There's no audio. The sound is gone. I like my audio. I don't like to feel like I've got to talk all the time. Who am I kidding? But no, seriously, a little bit of music in the background wouldn't go amiss. Would hope they're aware of it. But I don't know. So we need to take a photo of him. So we've got to get that camera and then go flump it in his face. So what we'll do, we use a very intriguing system that I've seen. Will be very overkill. But, you know, what's overkill if it's not overkill? So what we're going to do is we're going to use a series of lift pieces. Think about how this works now. So that lifts up, and that has a motor. There's a little click. Like it's a really, really quiet little click, but it's just like there is a little click. I don't know how else to describe it. A tiny little click, but there's no music or anything right now. Why can I not? Because that's the wrong way around. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That's there. Then what we're going to do is have... Is that how it works? I can't remember how the guy had this built. It looked really cool, but I really can't remember. I mean, it wasn't like this at all. But this'll do. That moves up. Moving this up. Wait a minute. That moves up, moving this entire unit up. Whoop. I get it. Right, this goes away. That moves up, moving this entire unit up. This entire unit then moves... Give me my block. This up. Which, in fairness, I've somehow placed in the wrong place. It's all gone Pete Tong, hasn't it? That's what's happened there. I think I know what the problem was. Hear any of the clicky sounds? They'll be very quiet looking at my audio levels. You might hear them. Then we're here. GG someone, by the way. You kind of pointed out the problem straight away. So that lifts up, which lifts this up, which then lets this lift up. Awesome. Yeah, it was my audio. I had it muted on the desktop audio while I was testing out stuff, and then I forgot to unmute it, which is wonderful. So that lifts that up, which lifts that up, which we didn't need to grab. Will that get us high enough? Will that get us high enough? I don't really know. And forward, then reverse. And forwards, then reverse. Okay. So that can go that high. Luckily, we don't need a block on the end. It doesn't shoot over. And then that can go that high. Whee! So you get like two independent controllable heights. Why does that want to raise up, though? Why does that want to raise up? Stay down. Alright, well, that's different. So we can come over here, we can grab the camera. We're too low to grab the camera, fine. And then come over here and go, badoosh, and take a photo of him. These are too low, but that's not a problem. So that'll do. A little bit of a piston. Oh, nice one. Cheers, Smashy. You take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. Really appreciate you guys know that. Hey, someone, I checked out your channel, by the way. You're doing pretty well. You want to keep at it? Stick to it. You never know what you're going to be, where you'll end up, anything like that. Could be fun. Righty-ho. Right, okay. So we've got all these buttons in here now. Action number 3. Piston out. Action number 4. Piston in. Action number 5. Toggle. Peace out, Smashy. Hey, mister, take a look at this. Do we have to... You're the man with the clipboard. Why are you not getting photographed? Look at this graph. Am I too high? Hey, there we go. Sometimes you just got to find the right little area to do it. Okay, so then it's s'mores and campfire. Sorry, mate, you're in the way. We'll just chuck that out. Can we grab anything of this on this plate over here? No, that didn't grab anything. Don't want to hit the stick, which I'm doing. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. Now we're all back at work. I can't post anywhere near as much as what I was doing before. These marshmallows are heavy and stuck down. Okay, so they ain't moving. Maybe we can get hold of the stick. The fire pokery thing. I'm stuck on the water bottle. No! Down, 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 down. Oh, is that out as far as it can be? Boulder dash. A bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Eh. Haha! I got me a stick. Right, I want to see if I jab the marshmallows of this. I don't know if it will do anything at all. I'm gonna say no. Which is quite unfair. Okay, well, all of this stuff moves off the table. But we just can't get the marshmallows. How do you make s'mores? Yeah, now the world's opening back up. Bah, humbug. I don't know how we make s'mores then if we don't get marshmallows. Unless I'm really missing something. Other than that, this stick, I reckon you rub it. Don't know how or what on, but I reckon that's what you do. Eh. Oops. 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 Too many buttons. Down. Come down. Extend. Grab. Use physics to push ourselves around. Right. Oh, we got a spark. We got a spark. Okay, so um 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 how can I soar away with the stick? I think that's what it is. It gave me a spark when I moved. Yeah, I flipped chocolate and something else off the table. I don't know what the other thing was, but yeah. We get sparks. We get sparks. I don't know how I keep getting it. I'm just kind of driving at it, but we get sparks. Oh, no, I'm stuck on the frying pan. It's something to do with this bit of wood here that I was getting sparks on. I want to kind of... What about... I got two options in my head. One option is to spin it round and round and round a big circle. And the other option is to kind of saw it backwards and forwards. I'm going to attempt to spin it round and round in a big circle first. Oh, nice. Local space and global space. Right, so we want one of these. Will this attach to this? It will. It's a fixed joint. That's not what we want. These things can only work on rods, of course. So I'm going to put a rod in there. Yeah, it seemed to when I hit the darker shaded side. Ooh. Okay. This connects to this. Maybe I don't need that then. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh, what the hell? This is 6, DC motor 7, and forwards.
Hmm?
Doesn't do anything. I feel we've got to have the rod. And then connect that to that. Does that work? What connections have we got here? So that spins. That'll move the block round. Hopefully. The block then spins this massive claw.
Hmm?
Does that work? Yeah. Like a blender, right. Then what we can do... This is not going to have a single bit of difference. Motor number 7, yeah. We'll mark this acceleration time, how long it takes to accelerate from 0. 0 seconds, and we want it to go all of the revs. Action number 5, pinch and toggle. Right, so then this seems fine to me. I'm not actually pressing any buttons right now. It's doing its own thing. So I've broke physics. How have I broke physics? Why don't any of these work? None of these other... None of these other bits will move now. Why will none of the other bits move? They will. It's lying. It says that that can't move. Wait, what? I don't know. I'm going to go find my stick and I'm going to see what we can do. Oop. I'm going to spin it and probably break my robot, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And we're going to put it in here. I didn't do it. I did not just launch that at the guy. Hey, we'll turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Is it 200? 200 was... Let's do 150. 150 is fine. 150 is still a lot. Let's try 60. Broke physics. Broke physics. Maybe a claw isn't designed to be put on a motor. Just throwing it out there. Alright, that's fine. 10 or whatever I ended up with it on is fine. You have an achievement. Rewriting physics. Bling! Ah! Yeah! I made fire! I made fire! Check me. Okay, right. I mean, if I'm being honest, 100% by accident, we made fire. Oh, and the matey boys picked up his marshmallows. Okay, cool. So, wait, if we... Oh, no, now I haven't got sensitive enough controls to pick this up. But then if I go grab the skewery thing, he's looking at me like, hey, my friend. Right, so if I go get this. Yeah. No. Can I spear this? Now will it give me? Now it gives me a marshmallow. I am a genius. I am a literal genius. Right, now we cook this. Cooking. 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 Hey! Like, and then she's like waiting with her hands out like, oh, please give me some marshmallow. You don't need to come to me, lady friend. I can come to you. Although, not entirely sure what you're doing. Okay, I got this far, and now I'm not sure. You not like my marshmallow? Not like my marshmallow? Or is it not cooked enough? I'm gonna let it cook some more, and it'll probably go black now, won't it? Yeah. Okay. Don't actually know how to get the marshmallow off of the stick. How's it going, dude? Thanks for dropping by. Please give me another marshmallow. Please give me another marshmallow. Right, the good news is I know what I'm doing now. If you don't mind, I just got to do this. Record. Haha. All right. Another live stream. Right, let's go. So, in order to make fire, all we've got to do is grab the stick. Using our ingenious device. Stick the stick into the stuff. Spin it round. Oh, it's not going to do it now. Spin it round. I've broke my claw. Cause some friction, spin it round. I'm stuck on a frying pan. I don't know how to give the lady the marshmallow. We'd have had it completed if we could have done that. I'm also stuck. I'm really stuck.
Hmm?
Try again. Try again. I knew when I saw Scrapman struggling, I knew the stick had something to do with it. Knew it. Alright, then we go in here. No, let me get the in. Let me get it inside. Let me get it inside. You know what? Almost. Whee! And then you get fire, and then he goes so happy, he's like stumbles over here to get his marshmallows, right? And then when he's got his marshmallows, oh, he wants two. Oh, wait, can we put him on the stick? I can't pick the stick up now. I can't pick the stick up now. Ah, snookered. Can I wedge it somewhere so it lifts up? No, but I can break myself and get stuck. So I wanted two small things. Up we go. I wonder if I can... Oh, this thing is bouncing around so much. Excuse me, fella. I need to get to me stick. Don't fall over and die, will you? Gently nudge you out the way. Thank you. I know, right? It's just too low. It can't pick it off the floor. I built this thing to reach up, not down. And now I really broke it. Ah! Never forget about the logs there, someone. It might be very handy one day. Maybe, maybe not, but you never know. When I'm rich and famous. Ah, wrong button. Right. Number 5 is for the pincer. Number 5 is for the pincer. Number 5 is for the pincer. 5 is for the pincer. Sit that down over here. Number 5 is for the pincer. And we didn't pick it up. Okay. Make my life a lot harder. I want to try and grab the end. I know it looks a bit faff, but I want to grab the end. Whip, 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 whip. Come on, back it up. Right. Down. Okay. I'm not even anywhere near lined up with that. That's my depth perception for you, kids. Nowhere near what I'm looking at. Grabbed it. Cool, right. Now we do the stick thing. Done on here. Ah, it's breaking. I can't believe I pressed the wrong button. Such a clown. In, down, down, forwards, forwards. Right. Do not press number 5. Oh, please, light. Please. No, don't yeet away. There's got to be an easier, more successful way to rub a stick on this stuff in a more manageable manner that's manageable.
Hmm?
I'm just confused, like, when that guy picked up the marshmallows, the image that he had in the little speech bubble thing was a stick with 2 marshmallows on it. So I'm now wondering, Is it this stick? Can I use this stick? Just got to make a little bit of contact with the wood. Somehow. Somewhere. There. Yeah, right. So you see how he walks off and he's like, oh yeah, so excited, let's get some marshmallows. Picks up the marshmallows and then this little thought bubble pops up. And it's like, that's a stick. That's not that little grabby thing. I didn't try side to side with the piston, but I should have done. You are correct. So if I stab the bag, it's not the stick, it is the fork. Oh boy. So then we just gently go up a little bit. Up a little bit. Because it's on the motor, it's going mental. I mean, he's pretty brave standing there with a fork bouncing around at him. Marshmallow. One marshmallow. You can only get one marshmallow on here. It'll only hold one. Right, that's cooked. She stood up. She's like, put my marshmallow in here. I don't understand how, though. Keep away from the fire. I don't want it to cook anymore. There's not many of you in here, to be fair. I don't know if there'll be enough for a heist. Look, please. No, don't get away from the fire. Please take my marshmallow. Oh, I did it! I did it! You just have to, like, put the marshmallow on the chocolate side of the stuff. Oh, she's happy. Awesome. Does that mean I can get any more? Oh, she's gone to sleep now. So I cannot get any more marshmallows. Awesome. I now could cut down the tree, right? Wait, can I click the secrets box? Done 2 out of 5. So what 2 have I done? I've made the campfire. I've made s'mores. I took the photo. Made the campfire. Made s'mores. Took the photo. Moved the cones. And, moved the thingy to the bee's nest thing. I've done it. I've done it all. Just got to go through and, just got to go through and cut down the trees or something. If I just literally do the main mission of cut down the tree, we should be golden. And now to cut down the tree, if I swap out... Can't select anything because I'm in the wrong menu. There we go. If I swap out all of those and then get me a swore, nice big swore for a swore wing. So I'll change the piston action. Where is the piston? It's on 2 and 3. If I change the piston action to toggle out, I think should be fine. And then if we go into here, what you can do is tell it to oscillate. And we want... do a bit quick. Let's do 10 in the velocity. So then that's an oscillating piston. So we should be able to. We're not bothered about this tree falling down or anything. We literally just got to cut down the tree just to get us through this mission. So if I lift this up and lift this up, and then we come in here and then we oscillate. That piston's oscillating. We can drive a little bit further forward just to get in. Tree falls down. Kaboom. Awesome. Same with this one. Come in sideways. Charge. Down it goes. Jobs are good and complete. And then... not bothered about naming that robot. I've already named one. Maximum level achieved. Woo! I'll go for a look at this coffee one. I enjoyed this coffee mission last time. It's quite fun. So there are a few to get at. There's already one in that cupboard over there that I've seen. There's one up there I can just see. Just behind the artwork near the red ladders. So, before we get gunning, you know the drill by now. We have to go into here, and we go into this, and then we go into free cam, free look, and right, we've got to find any little objectives. Like I say, I know there's one behind the counter, so we'll try and get to that one. Clean up the coffee spills. That looks like it's a 2-star thing. So there's 2 coffee spills. Bring coffee to the human in the security room. Where's the security room? Security room's over here. Okay. That's the human in the security room. I wonder how we get in there. He's asleep. Any more mission bits anywhere? Any more mission bits? Nothing on the table. This one here. Bring the cupcake to the human downstairs. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's one here as well on the chair. Where's the popcorn? Get the stuck popcorn out for the human without breaking the glass. Interesting. All right. We're going to try and see what we can do with the bot that we've made. I want coffee first. You know what? I'm going to try the vending machine first. Okay, that didn't do anything. Got his popcorn out, but we broke the glass. So, you know what? We can do a lot of these on this, hopefully. So, the clean and moppy thing, I've never used before. Interesting little hats. So, the cleaning bits, these guys. The cleaning mess. You know what it's like if we just... Fine, I won't put it directly on there. Need a block behind it. Any old block will do. Do I need to have any brushes on this? Or can I just drive at the coffee spill? You can't break the glass to do the objective. That's all it says. Alright, so that's not letting me do anything. I can't move forward there. Cool. So, what I'll do... I'll put it on the back, if I can. Oh, I know what we'll do. Let's put it long ways. Let's put it long ways. So we'll get a motor. Get a motor. Motor. Put the motor here, but we'll mount it sideways around. And then hopefully we can use this to spin these up. Is that how it works? Alright, connections. Is that how it works? I don't want to put that one there. No, I can't delete it. Why can I not delete it? Because I was in... No, I don't know why I can't delete it. Okay, that's different. There we go. This bad boy needs a control. What's your action, number 5? You're the pincer. Okay, add new. Number 6. This motor spin. It does not spin. Spinella. Is it because they're too close? Maybe. I wonder if it had worked anyway. Not making any noise like it'd work. I put a rod. Alrighty ho, let's see if this will work. I might be too high on this. No, that works. Amazing. Amazing. Kind of. There we go. This is pretty cool. Right, so this guy wants his stuff out of the vending machine. I'm feeling that we could just knock it, but yeah, guessing not. Excuse me, mate. You're in the way. Wonder. It's like you need to shake the vending machine somehow. None of these are controls that I want to do. That one. Without breaking the glass. Can I wedge this in the side? No. And like, kind of open the pincers. In there, and then open the pincer and like, Don't break the glass. Violence is the key. Violence is the key. Stuck now. That's not good. That's some pretty stubborn popcorn. Well, that all went wrong. Oh, he's almost got it out. It's almost come out. There we go. His popcorn is free. Kind of. If we could just put this back in the corner. There we go. Have some popcorn. Don't look so happy at me. Get your popcorn. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Clean up the mess. Clean up the mess. Alright, cool. So I notice he's still not picked up his popcorn, though. Oh, I don't know if I can reach this with the hinge. If I can, it'd be awesome. Because it wasn't designed to do this. I can't. Ah. No. Can I stand the popcorn up? Can stand the popcorn up. Come on. Ha 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 ha, champion. Here you go, my friend. Amazing. I mean, violence is always the way. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, shake a vending machine around to get whatever it is that you need out of there. That is not life advice. It's not suggested that you go around shaking vending machines. Just, you know, sometimes the way that it goes. What nature calls for, I guess. Ow. Right, so that's full. Do. Let's go, Speedy Gonzales. How do we get into the security room? Does this door open? This door does open. Ah, the stairs are in there. I wondered why this game, this mode, this mission thing, this mission is called, there's something to do with the stairs. I wondered why. I was like, oh, there's no stairs in here. And now I found this objective. Because we can't go in here, can we? No. Oh, that's sneaky. This machine is not designed to go in stairs. The stairs are in here. Ah, carums. Now, which way is this rotating, though, on the back? Because we might get a little bit cheeky. I know, right? That coffee fountain is the biggest waste. But it's okay, because if you spill anything, you'll lose the game. Oh, it doesn't go far enough forwards. Well, that's interesting. I might leave that for a video. Because we've been here for nearly 2 hours, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate everybody that has dropped by. You guys have been fantastic. Yeah, I'll kind of keep this one. I don't want to have... What a mess. I don't want to have this one as a spoiler, because this is going to take some thought, maybe, or big wheels. Not sure yet, but I'll save that for a later date. Don't know when that'll be. I need to put some thought and time into that one. But I appreciate everybody for coming around. I haven't streamed for a long time, and you guys have made it lovely, as always. Thank you very much for dropping by. Take it easy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it.